in controlling the virus by following a comprehensive strategy of smart lockdowns, tests, tracing and quarantine. Our efforts in finding a balance between lives and livelihoods was helpful in mitigating the impact of the pandemic. We have provided state support to the vulnerable segments of the society through the Prime Minister's $8 billion relief package. The Prime Minister also constituted a volunteer task force of 1 million youth dedicated to provide support for monitoring and data collection and to assist administration in enforcement of SOPs. Many of those rendered out of work due to lockdowns and slowing down are being re-employed in our ambitious 10 billion tree tsunami projects. Similarly, to strengthen the resilience of our healthcare system, Pakistan's preparedness and response plan worth $595 million has been launched. The pandemic has exposed the weaknesses of healthcare systems around the world. Particularly in the developing countries, it is a challenge as well as an opportunity at the same time to remodel and develop our medical systems. While taking advantage of this opportunity, Pakistan manufactured its first own ventilator machine. Although Pakistan may have controlled the pandemic within its boundaries, we believe that a regional approach is needed to stop the spread of COVID-19 and save lives and livelihoods of the people of South Asia. For an effective regional approach and regional coordination, Pakistan hosted the SAARC Health Ministers video conference on the 23rd of April 2020 to develop a regional response to fight the pandemic. Pakistan has also provided an opportunity for all member states to learn from each other's successes and experiences. Mr. Chairman, Prime Minister Imran Khan has also appealed to the world leaders, leading financial institutions and the UN Secretary General for launching of a global initiative for debt relief to provide much needed relief to the developing countries currently faced with worsening financial meltdown due to the pandemic. The appeal has been successful and the fiscal space thus made available will be helpful in meeting the urgent needs of developing countries to deal with the challenge. Excellencies, our common challenges including global health pandemic, food insecurity, locust invasion and climate change need a regional approach. For that, SAARC needs to renew its focus on these challenges so that it can be institutionally better prepared to counter these challenges should they arise in the future. Mr. Chairman, the pandemic has had the greatest impact on the most vulnerable segments of our society, and it has also affected the development agendas of governments. Whereas it may be instinctual to take an inwards-looking approach at the times of crisis, the development needs of the people of South Asia can only be fulfilled by pooling resources and taking a regional approach. In this regard, Pakistan is ready to contribute and play its part. Mr. Chairman, I would also like to invite the attention of the esteemed participants to the overall performance of SAARC during the last more than 3 decades. SAARC embodies the hopes of the peoples of South Asia. However, its impact on the lives of the people has not lived up to our collective expectations, despite horizontal growth of the organization and its bodies. The efforts need to be more focused, result-oriented, and in cooperation with more nations and international and regional organizations. In this regard, Pakistan has always been supportive of the idea of upgrading the observer status to dialogue partners of those observer countries that are actively engaged with SAARC countries and that can play an important role in the development of the region, especially in the context of post-pandemic economic recovery. Our region, being a huge consumer market, offers immense opportunities for regional trade in goods, services and investment. The collective area and population of SAARC region makes us one of the largest regional organizations in the world. The demographic dividend in South Asia is unique, where a large segment of our population comprises energetic youth, making us the biggest market for human resource. Abundant natural resources are untapped, waiting for our shared commitment for exploration. Excellencies, peaceful resolution of outstanding disputes is a prerequisite for achieving development, economic growth, poverty alleviation, and social uplift of our masses. In this context, we strongly emphasize the importance